Hello, everyone. Welcome to live coaching with Karishma on this Wednesday afternoon. Give me 1 second here. Okay, perfect. All right, guys, I wanted to welcome you if you're in the group watching this live for the first time, right? Hashtag live if you're here live with me. It's 12 p.m. Central Time in Dallas, Texas. And if you're watching the replay, right, hashtag replay. And what I wanted to talk about was how to become the most limitless version of you. And just real quick, and I'll make sure, hopefully I'll say it before we're done for today, but I'm going to continue doing these lives. I really just enjoy them. And it's taking me back to my roots. And I used to do Facebook Lives, coaching anyone, because I wanted to show up and serve. And I wanted to just show up and be me. And just wanted to help people get out of their own way. And I guess fundamentally, that's who I am. And so just having this platform and being able to show up in this way has been such an incredible gift for me. And hopefully you'll be able to receive that gift too. In just a few minutes, I'll be dropping my free link for a game plan call if you feel like you want to talk about what it looks like, not a sales call, to get a little support in your life. So I'll go ahead and do that. And next week, we will not be having a call. So week of Valentine's Day, I will not be having this live Zoom, but I'll be back on the week after the 22nd, okay? So thank you for being here. And let's talk about what it looks like to become the most limitless version of you. So the biggest illusion is that we have to become something different. I'm gonna say that again, because it's probably like, what the heck, Karishma? The biggest illusion is that we have to be something different than who we are. And it took me 40 some years of my life, I'm 42 now, to get that. And I'm still getting that today. So I have so many clients that I get to support every single day. And they tell me, Karishma, I want to be more confident. I want to be more empowered. That's the name of the group, right? How do I step into that version of my life so that I can create limitless freedom? Limitless time freedom, limitless financial freedom. How do I do that, Karishma? How do I show up as this different version of me? And what I'm realizing more and more, and I'm just going to kind of share from my heart today, because this is just what's coming up, and I feel like this is what we need to hear. It's not about being a different version of you. It's about embracing the unique version of you. You know, and think about so let me give you guys a quick psychology lesson right now. So everything that we are, how we believe, what we believe about ourselves, our thoughts, our ideas, our notions about us, our belief systems about what we're capable of, what we're capable of creating, what we're capable of deserving, what we're able to bring in, what we're able to receive, so on and so forth. Most of that comes from under the age of 7. And some would even say 5 years of age. And how do we understand the model of the world? How do we replicate who we are? We replicate our parents. We replicate our first role models, which in most people's lives are their parents. And I don't know about you, but my parents had belief systems about themselves. And think about your parents, you know, culturally, societal expectations, societal norms, societal beliefs, what it looked like to fit within whatever mold that they had to fit in, the struggles that they had, so on and so forth. My parents struggled. We were new immigrants coming to America when I was 5 years old. So the first early years of my life, my parents struggled. And there was a lot of beliefs around not having and not deserving. And if I look at me, an Indian woman, I was born in a culture where women aren't valued. And the worth of a woman is literally much less than the worth of a man. And so it's not about conscious thoughts and conscious beliefs. It's about an unconscious belief system. Unconscious means I'm not even aware of what I do. So of course, no wonder that me and a billion other Indians, apparently women, have this kind of same unconscious belief system on some deep layer, and it might not be from my parents, it may be from ancestors. There's this belief of not being worthy, not being valuable. Put a 1 in the chat if this resonates with you. And you don't have to be Indian or Asian, okay? You could be anything. It could be, it doesn't matter. Or believing that you don't deserve money, or believing that money or abundance is a struggle. And those beliefs that are limitations on us are brought into our lives, are learned from our parents, are learned from our ancestors on a really deep level. And a lot of this becoming the limitless version of you is recognizing that all of that is a lie. That belief system that we created, that we inculcated during our early childhood was a lie. And it's not real about me. It's not the truth about me. Because if I start believing it, that I'm not worthy enough, I'm not valuable enough, that money is hard to get by, money is a struggle, I have to work hard to make money, and all these things that we learn from our ancestors, guess what reality I'm going to play out? And what I coach my clients over and over again is this notion of my relationship with myself dictates my relationship with my life. So if I believe, because everything is you, you are the universe. I hate to break it to you, okay? You are the universe, you are you. So if fundamentally deep down you believe you're not valued, you're not worthy, you're not enough, guess what you're going to perpetuate? Guess what you're going to play out in your everyday reality? You're going to play out scarcity. You're going to play out lack. You're going to play out struggles. When it comes to relationships, you're going to struggle and you're going to attract not worthy, insecure, not confident, because on some deep level, you feel like you're not worthy. And that's really painful to digest. But the beauty is, it's not about being something different than you. It's about accepting all of you. And I can tell you right now, again, Indian woman, I had my whole life, 15-year career in leadership development. I did really well in corporate. And then when it came to, hey, I know I need to quit my job because it was so demanding. I had little children at the time. I still have little children. I wanted to be around as a mom. And when it came to stepping into my business, I didn't believe that I could make money in business. I didn't believe that I had what it takes to be worthy and valuable in business. I am recently divorced. I didn't believe, and it sounds so sad when I say it, I've done a lot of inner work now to be able to say these things, and I get to appreciate my journey because this is me. And this is the journey that I take my clients on. The hardest thing, guys, is to take a look at the freaking mirror. And it's so easy to live in the world where you get to say, most people are in kind of what I call victim consciousness, where they're like, life is happening to me. Life is happening to me. Poor me. Woe is me. That's not why you're here. You're here to realize that you are capable of doing and being everything. But what it requires is the hardest thing I can tell you, which is to look into the mirror and really be able to look inside of you and realize how you are holding you back. I realize that I hold me back. There is nothing that is an obstacle in my life today except for the obstacles that I create to perpetuate some stupid limitation that came into my being before I was even conscious. And so it's not about being a different version of me. It's about being me. And this journey is about you being you. It's about you accepting you embracing you. And I have clients like, Krishna, I hate this part of me. I hate the part of me that's controlling. I hate the part of me that's a rager. I hate the part of me that feels like I'm messing everything up. Guess what, friends? That was me too. And there are times that is me too. But instead of shooting on myself, I should be different. I should be this. I should be that. I get to accept that I am all of those things, but I am none of those things. Things only have the meaning we give them. Things only have the meaning we give them. So if I look at those things, my anger, my rage, my frustration, my powerlessness, all these things that frankly don't feel good, and I say, I am those things, I am those things, do you all see how you're creating the reality that you're perpetuating and putting out there? What we believe about ourselves is what we create in the world. So if I go into I'm not enough, and there's two core limiting beliefs that we all have. I'm not enough, and I'm not lovable. And most of us humans have that. But if I perpetuate that I am, that is the identity, that is who I am not enough, what reality will I create in my life? If I don't believe I'm enough, how is that going to affect my business? How is it going to affect my ability to show up in my business? How is it going to be affecting my ability to receive abundance, money in my business? How is it going to reflect in my belief about me having time off? Next week, I'm taking a week, 8 days. 8 days off. I leave on Friday. I come back next Saturday. I'm doing a 7-day cruise with my partner. And oh my God, to just be able to take time off, not accountable to anyone, without a guilt trip, and just know that I get to go because I love myself so much and I deserve that. And that belief didn't come yesterday. It's been a process in motion. It's a journey. There's no destination. But the truth is, when I accept me more, I accept all of me more. I accept the part of me. I'm a Leo. I am a fucking fire. It's my group. I'm going to curse when I want to. I can be fiery. I can be passionate. I can be angry. I can be feisty. I can be loving. I can be peaceful. I can be supportive. I can be powerless, and I can be powerful. I am all of those things. And the truth is, if I weren't, I wouldn't be able to relate to you. That part of you that feels like you're not enough sometimes. The part of you that wants to be something different. And what I'm realizing is everything that I am, everything, every single part of me, especially the parts that I shun the most, I shun that fiery part of me. I shun that vocal part of me. I shun that part of me that wanted to have a voice that felt like she couldn't speak her truth. I spent my entire life saying what I thought other people wanted to hear from me, and this limitation that I created of I'm too much. I'm not too much. I'm enough for me today. And my coach told me the most profound thing, and he's had to remind me multiple times, Karishma, at some point you have to realize that you have to be enough for you. That no one outside of you can give you that. You have to decide that you are going to be enough for you. And that journey that I take my clients on is about what does it look like to step into your limitless path? Because the truth is, what you and I are capable of is infinity. And what we are not allowing ourselves is to create limitations. And isn't it time today to be like, I don't want to live that limited life anymore. I don't want to live that limited life anymore. And what's so crazy is for me, and I share about my divorce, I got divorced a year ago after a 17-year marriage. And I had so much safety and security tied to my marriage. So much safety and security, financial safety and security, kids' custody, safety and security. Am I going to be able to live in my house and afford my house? Am I going to be okay? Am I going to be okay without this identity that fundamentally shifted after 17 years? And what I've realized more and more is I am so grateful for this path that I'm on. Because the truth is, that safety and security that I was looking to my marriage to provide me for so long. And I got married when I was 23, almost 24. So I went from, sheltered life, college, the whole thing, to barely having a year, living on my own, to where I met my now ex-husband. And then within the next 6-8 months, we got married. That is my trajectory. That is my path. No wonder I didn't feel safe in taking care of me. But I want to share with you what the light is. And it's not about telling anyone to get divorced, okay? I'm talking about this illusion of safety, security that keeps us tethered to dysfunctional relationships, dysfunctional jobs, dysfunctional careers, dysfunctional anything. It's about this limitation that we're placing on ourselves. And the lie that we're telling ourselves that we're not going to be okay without that. And this journey of being willing to be with myself and really getting support to start realizing that I am not that limited version of Karishma. I am a limitless version of Karishma has led me to the most incredible miracles. And I'm going to share what happened for me in 2022. So we separated summer of 2021 and our divorce got finalized January last year. And as a result of this safety and security that I have within me today, it has been nothing short of miracles for me. Last year, I made more money in my business with less clients. Doesn't make any sense. Don't ask me how. Than I ever had before. And I literally did not make a single sale for 6 months between the separation and the divorce. I hosted not once. I wanted to have retreats, and I want to have retreats, more retreats in the future. Really helping people connect to the limitless nature of themselves. And I had this intention, this dream for having a retreat. I didn't have one retreat last year. I had 3. I'm in the best health of my life. I gained 10 pounds during my separation. I'm back to my pre-separation weight. I am healthy. I feel amazing. I'm more consistent with my diet, and I eat all day. I have an incredible relationship with my kids. And the very guilt that I had that kept me in the marriage. I was afraid my kids wouldn't be okay. My kids are 11 years old, my twins today. My kids are more than secure today. And they're happy, and my home is joyous, and my home is free, and my home is light. Where did that come from? It came from me. My ability to look within me has resulted in so many miracles in my life today. Today I'm in a beautiful, committed relationship with my best friend, my partner. And that's a miracle too. But I had to be willing to give myself that love, be willing to give myself that worth and value, be willing to give myself that respect that I wanted from the outside. I can't receive it from the outside if I can't give it to me on the inside. So when I think of these big buckets of health, wealth, relationships, that relationship with me that I have today, along with this beautiful trust in something bigger than me, I'll call it God, has allowed me to create more miracles in my life than I ever thought imaginable. And last night, what happened in my house was nothing short of a miracle. So my ex-husband's birthday is next week. And, I think everyone should have a birthday. Everyone deserves to be loved. Everyone deserves to be honored. And, 2 days ago, we were talking about getting together. My parents, my brother who lives in Dallas, 30 minutes away, my ex-husband. And impromptu, Sunday I said, hey, how about we get together for dinner? How about Tuesday night at 7? My house. No big deal. And literally everybody showed up. Parents, brother, ex-husband, my kid's dad, my kids that are here with me this week. And we got to have a cake. And we got to share and celebrate my ex-husband. Because he's a good person. And he's a good man. He's a great dad. So how can I look at him? I can look at him and be like, wow, you gave me so much pain. The truth is we both gave each other a lot of pain. Or I can really be grateful for the blessings that I have in my life, including a very engaged, loving dad to my children. What shifted? Me. And friends, that's what empowerment is about. It's about fundamentally changing your relationship in your life with everything. And when we fundamentally shift that relationship in our life with ourselves, the result is infinite abundance, infinite love, infinite grace, infinite prosperity, infinite contribution. And this ability to show up and just be you and make money being you. And there are days I just look at my life, I'm like, I can't believe I'm here. Like literally I'm myself. This is me being me. This is not a facade. This is not a front. This is how I am all the time. And I get to show up and serve people, help people by being me. And the universe rewards me with abundance. And that is the miracle. And when you are just you being you and you get to show up as you, life becomes fun. Life becomes juicy. Life becomes adventurous. Life becomes playful. But at some point, I have to be willing to get out of my way and be like, Karishma, you deserve everything. And are you willing to look at what's getting in the way so you can create the life that you want on purpose? And if that sounds like you, I'm going to drop my link here for a free 15-minute game plan call to see if I can support you. I will be traveling next week for 8 days, and it's going to be amazing. So we'll book some time if you feel called to connect with me. And next week I will not be having a call, but I will continue doing these Facebook Lives at noon. Again, not next week, but the week after. So be sure to mark your calendar. Come on, jump on, either live or watch the replay. I hope you were able to get something from this. The crazy thing is we're taught that we have to be something different than ourselves. But the freedom, the liberation comes when we're willing to be all of ourselves. And that is the miracle. I'd love for you to just write down your biggest takeaway. Biggest takeaway. If you can identify what that is. The last thing we listen to is, the last thing we attend to is what we remember after hearing anything. Law of recency. Just take a minute. I'd love to sort of see your takeaways. And I hope you found this helpful. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I'll talk to all you soon. Bye.